Ericka. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
I'm doing a reading for you today, and so what I've done is pretty much compiled a couple of things on the list, and I'm going to go over those and just tell you kind of what they tell me, okay?
Yes.
All right, so the first thing they showed me, and this is a deceased female, okay? I have two ladies for you. One could be like a biological mom, and one could be like what I would call a best friend forever, ever, that's passed. And they were showing me a tattoo on the leg, so that could be something that you already have that I can't see, I don't know. The mom energy was a deceased female, and there was a connection to the grandmother as well, so it could be the mom and the grandmother, or the grandmother and something like that, but there's like the side of that are past. This is kind of where intuition falls for you, so you would get that from that bloodline side of the family. And at the time of death, I feel like I was not seen, so there might have been like an opportunity not to be. Sometimes you don't make it just in time when they die. So this is like saying, hey, I'm dying, maybe you're trying to get to me, or I know that you want to come to me, but at the time of my last breath, there's a feeling of not being there. But she's not technically alone, so there would be other people, family members or something. But I think in your heart, I think you wanted to be there, and there's some disconnect with that. Okay, so house activity says that, you know, hey, with you being intuitive, you've got people talking to you on the regular anyway, but one of those people would be me, okay? And so this suicidal thing, which was kind of weird, you know, this was like maybe a long time ago. There was some issues with that, but she says that you are in a better place, and this is her. They're talking about you, that you're in a better place. So I'm going to move on with that. Okay, so not speaking at death. Okay, so I don't know if there was sometimes with family, we call it drama. There's like, okay, I'm not going to talk to you, I'm not talking to you right now, or there's some, what would be absence between you and this person, like had y'all not spoken at death. And then I wanted to say that in the end, you needed to know that this was resolved from their perspective. So if there was anything unfinished on your part, or that you didn't say, or hadn't spoke with this person in a long term, you can let that go, because they're just letting me know that in the end, like before they close their eyes and went to, we'll say, to heaven, that was resolved between you and them. Okay, I also felt a little dementia and something going on with the brain. So I don't know if this person was in a coma at the end, but they were physically, mentally, to me, not present. Like if you do this, I don't know that they could say, okay, hey. So she's showing me like I wasn't kind of there, but alert and around. So spiritually, I would say that they feel, hear, and see. Their body just doesn't respond to the stimuli that the body's supposed to respond to. They also spoke to me about having some problem with breathing, the lungs, and I wanted to say that, I don't know if they had a G-tube or something being removed, like the oxygen being removed but not being unplugged, and for some reason she had to say that, like I had breath removed or oxygen removed, but I don't feel like I was unplugged. She showed me the wrist and then an arm or tattoo, and I don't know if it's a semicolon or it's just like a tattoo around the wrist that someone else in the family might have in honor of her or remembrance of her. I don't know, she just showed me that. Then she showed me a rosary, which is like a real Catholic thing, but this would be like not just the rosary, but a rosary tattoo. So it might be someone in the family that got a full-blown rosary tattoo. You are 2 of daughters, so that means like maybe you're 1 of 2 daughters. She's just saying that to me, and that you know, she was showing me above me, which I'm in Florida, so above me could be Georgia, but she took me all the way up to about the New York City area, and then she took me to Rhode Island, which I have not been there before, but she took me there too. So just kind of between those 2 places, this is kind of where she's been. She might have been other places, but this to me would be home or home for you. Then she showed me a cat, and the cat's dead, by the way, so this might have been her cat or your cat, but she's holding the cat, like saying, hey, I got it, it's okay, it's good. And I kept wanting to look at your arms, and it was like, you have her arms. I don't know if it's the pigmentation, the color, the freckles, or you have something on your arm that belonged to her, but I just know that she said she had your arms, but hers were flabby, so that might be the difference. Okay, so I got a little confused with this because she was saying sister with me, aunt. So she could be saying that her sister, your aunt, is still is passed with her, or she could. I was a little confused by that. I don't know if she was saying, hey, you have a sister on the other side as well, and you also have an aunt, two separate people. So there was a feeling of that. And then I had another girl who was totally different. This was someone to me who was like best friends forever. This is someone that you would have known in a time, probably had, I can't say it's a suicide because it feels more of an overdose than a suicide. Like she didn't purposely do this. It would have just been accidental. She would have been on pills mostly, but I think there was other things. There might have been some needle stuff too, because you can show me her arm. But more pills at the end. And I felt like I'm good. Like if you talk to her sometimes, she's letting me know that you speak to me and I hear you, and you worry about me, but I'm all good. Okay? She doesn't really look like, it's weird. You got a connection to her. It's deep. I don't know if she's like your best friend or she's your daughter, your family or something. She's just like, oh my gosh, she feels so Italian. Like, I don't know if it's Italian or it's just, I feel like she talks with her hands a lot. I don't I want to stereotype that as an Italian thing, but it just might be a cultural thing because she's talking with her hands a lot. And she's full of energy. She's full of life. And she makes me feel like y'all were supposed to go to Disney World together. Y'all were supposed to travel together. Y'all were supposed to do all these things together. And y'all might have traveled and kind of took care of each other. But she says she loves you to death and she's always been there for you. And you're to write the book. So I don't know what that's about. You're supposed to write that book. She's going to help you write the book. It's not just your words. You're going to tell your story or our story. And through that, you will heal and help a lot of people. I got goosebumps on that. She says, I love you. I love you so much. She's given me a car, like, I don't know, it's really weird. It looks like your nails, which, I mean, I don't see many cars that color shimmery, but she showed me this blue shimmery car that I'm supposed to give you. I don't even know what that's about, but here is the keys to a blue shimmery car. And just know that she's okay. She looks so peaceful, Dad. She's just laying down. She says that she was alone. Okay, I don't think she was where she's supposed to be, though. She might have been, but she was not hurt or damaged. I need to say that. She could have died in like a place where she shouldn't be, but there was no assault on her or anything that's bad. Her body feels very still and peaceful. And please remember her in that way, okay? All right, you have any questions about anything?
No, does she show you her hair?
No, I can ask. Okay, it's not like a mop, but it's cute. Okay, my girl today who did my makeup, she had like really ringlet hair. Did this chick have really ringlet hair?
I'm curious about the color.
Well, the way that I see it, it's not like your color exactly. You know how you have blonde in it and brown? Mm-hmm. It's kind of like my makeup chick today. She had like blonde and brown hair, ringlets. That's kind of how I see it. Okay. Like a ringlet.
I just needed confirmation on who it was.
Wild. I don't know. I don't. You know how like mixed girls can have like real thick curly hair?
Yeah.
It feels like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think she had. She went home and she'd come back. I don't know if she went home by bus or whatever, but she's with you.
It's wild. Thank you for that.
You're welcome, Mom.
Wow.
All right. And
that was awesome.
Then I leave and you just give him your honest, God's truth feedback. And then, then I fall down.
We don't want her falling down.
I'm not drunk. I need some caffeine.
Yeah, so if you could just state your name and just state who did your reading today, and if she touched on anything that that might be familiar to you, and if you would come back for a second reading.
So my name is Pamela Ann, and I just received a reading from Ericka. And
You can go again. It's fine.
okay,
You can just look.
so
right
just start again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't be nervous.
I do this every day, so I don't know why I would be. My name is Pamela Ann. I just had a reading done by Erica, and it was amazing, actually. I would definitely come back again. There were people brought up that I hadn't really thought about connecting with in my prayer meditation life, but she mentioned a few things that were really spot on and wild and appreciated. And not many people know the nagging I've gotten about the final message, which was to write a book. And so I just kind of call in the people that she said I should be calling in to assist me as I move forward. Yeah.
Would you come back for a second reading?
Yes, I would absolutely come back for a second reading.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much.